North Korea has been conducting multiple high-tech missile tests since the start of the year. But analysts were assured that Pyongyang was more likely to tread lightly with its weapons testing, so as not to draw more global pressure. But, to the surprise of many, North Korea recently launched an object believed to be a ballistic missile, a long-range missile with a parabolic path, and the international community, including the United States, are condemning the act. North Korea launching missiles and being slapped with sanctions by the United States is already a cliché. But why are some countries allowed to develop missiles while North Korea is not? Today, let's look at the different views on North Korea's missile development. The U.S. position: North Korea is subject to sanctions because it violates the UN Charter and UN Security Council resolutions. The Charter of the United Nations aims to maintain international peace and security and to develop friendly relations among nations based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples. The development of missiles can fall under the use and threat of force, and as North Korea is also a member of the United Nations, it must not violate the Charter of the United Nations. In addition, the Charter stipulates that the Security Council may identify the threats to international peace, destruction of peace, or acts of aggression, and it may take measures necessary to maintain peace and security. After North Korea's long-range missile provocation and first nuclear test in 2006, the UN Security Council adopted UN Security Council Resolution 1718, including a ban on North Korea's additional nuclear tests and ballistic missile launches. Therefore, North Korea's missile launch violates Security Council resolutions, and the international community can sanction North Korea. North Korea's position: it is not a missile but a reconnaissance satellite test, and even a missile is a matter of sovereignty. In addition to prohibiting the use of force and threat, the UN Charter also states that the United Nations is based on the principle of the sovereignty and equality of all its members. As such, North Korea argues that the international sanctions do not respect North Korea's sovereignty, ownership rights. And since UN Security Council Resolution 1718 prohibits North Korea from launching ballistic missiles, North Korea has consistently argued that they are testing reconnaissance satellites, not ballistic missiles. That is why they insist that sanctions from the international community are not justified. Is North Korea's missile development a violation of international law? Unlike general media reports, we can see that North Korea's position has its own grounds. From the point of view of South Korean or U.S. government officials, it would be in the nation's interest to follow the U.S. position on the development of North Korean missiles. Still, national interests can clash with one another. So let's think through the views of both sides and come to our own conclusions.